Hello everyone. So this demo is based on a real client project I recently completed. The client wanted to automate their surplus funds recovery process using Airtable, Make.com, Google Drive, and Google Docs, all without relying on a virtual assistant. So I set up the automation in three separate categories: one for generating contracts, one for sending daily follow-ups, and one for handling signed documents from Airtable. So before we move in, I integrated my Airtable base with Make using the Airtable API. So first off, I created different folders to help us get a clean Google Drive folder. So this is the first folder. The folder is for the unsigned fee agreement form, and the second folder is for the unsigned power of attorney. As we can see, the folders are empty for now. And then we have the signed power of attorney, and then we also have the signed contingency fee agreement. I also created the template for the power of attorney, as we can see here, and then created the template as well for the contingency fee agreement. So let me show you the Airtable base I used for this project. So this is our Airtable base. We have the client's name, the email address, the company name, company address, the status. These are the different status I used for this field. We have the surplus amount. We have the power of attorney agreement. This is where the signed document is going to be uploaded. We also have the contingency agreement. We have the signed contract. This is a checkbox. It's going to check whenever the signed documents are uploaded. We have the email status, which is set to no for now. These are the fields, the no and the yes. We have the commission, and then we have the created time. Now let's move to the automation I created. So for the automation, let me enlarge it so we can see. So for the automation, first off, I used the Airtable watch records to help us watch our records from Airtable. And then I went ahead to use the tools, which is the set variable, to help us format our dates and time. And then I used the Google Doc create a document from templates module, which helped us to map out the required field from our templates. I did that for the first document, and I also did that for the second document, which is the contingency fee agreement document. And then for the next module, which is the Google Doc download a document, I used it to help us download our documents as a PDF. I did that for the first document, the power of attorney, and the second document. Now we're working with two documents. And then for the next module, which is the upload a file, to help us upload each of these documents to our Google Drive. So this is the first document, which is the power of attorney, and this is the second document, which is the contingency fee agreement. So for the next module, which is the Google Doc delete document, because when we create a document from templates, this module, and then we also upload it, we're going to get duplicate documents. So I had to use this module to help us delete duplicate documents so we can get a clean Google Drive structure. I did this for the first document, as we can see here, which is the power of attorney, and the second document, which is the contingency fee agreement. So for the next module, I used the Gmail send an email module to send the email to the client. So this is the email address, and this is the email that was sent to the client. And then for the last module, which is the Airtable update record module, I use this to update our records from new to contacted. So this is what the record is going to be updated to. And then I also updated our status to yes. Now let's quickly run a live test to see how this works. I'm going to choose where to start. Since we have just one record there, I'm going to choose all, and I'm going to save. So we are going to run once and see what happens. Can we see? It's running. So let's wait till it's done running. So it's running. Our automation is running. Okay, that's run. Now let's quickly check our Airtable to see what happens. Can we see? It has been updated to contacted, and our email status has been updated to yes. Now let's check our Google Drive to see if the unsigned documents were uploaded. So this is the unsigned. Can we see? We just received this document. So this is the unsigned contingency fee agreement that's been uploaded. And now let's check our power of attorney unsigned document to see if it was, okay, yeah, it was also uploaded. So this is the unsigned power of attorney. Now let's check if we received an email. Let's check if we received an email as we were supposed to. Can we see? We also received an email. Now let's open the email to see. So this is the email with the attachment. This is the power of attorney, and this is the contingency fee agreement. Now for the second automation, I did this automation directly on Airtable, which is for the daily follow-up and reminder. So I use the trigger that says at every day at 10 a.m., find the records where the status is contacted and send an email. So this is the email we're going to receive. Now let's run this to see if we're going to receive an email. So let's check our email to see if we actually got an email. Can we see? This email just came in. This is the email. Now let's open it and see. So this is the daily reminder email that's been sent to the client. Now let's quickly move to the last automation I created for this project. So this is the last automation I created for this project. I use the Gmail watch record modules. So we're going to, since this is a demo project, we're going to assume the client has signed the document and sent back to us in our Gmail. So I use the Gmail watch record module. And then for the second module, I use the Airtable search record module to help us search our record from Airtable. And then I went ahead to use the iterator to look through the attachments from the email, as we can see here. And then I used the router to separate our files. And then I used the filter. This filter says, this condition of the filter says, when the text operator contains power of attorney, this is the first document. And then the second document, when the file name contains contingency fee agreement. So once its power of attorney is going to move through this router, once it's the contingency fee agreement is going to move to this router. So for the second module, which is the upload a file, I used it to upload the signed documents to our Google Drive. For the first, this for the power of attorney. And then I also used it to upload the second document to our Google Drive. And then I went ahead to create a shareable link. I used the Google Drive get a shareable link for the both documents. And then lastly, I used the Airtable update module. I set the status to claim and also attach both documents to their various fields. Now let's see. Let's see this. This is the record ID. So this is the status changed to claimed. This is the shareable link, and that's the record updated. Now let's run a live test and see what happens. So I'm going to choose where to start. We're going to choose where to start. We're going to look for the email, the particular email that was sent to us. So this is the email. Now I'm going to run this. Let's see what happens. Can we see? It's running. It's running, as we can see right here. It's running. Let's wait. Okay, it's done running. Now let's check our Airtable. Let's quickly check our Airtable to see. Can we see? Our status has changed to claimed. The document has been uploaded, as we can see here. This is the proof of, this is the power of attorney. This is the power of attorney. As we can see, it has been uploaded. And then the contingency fee agreement has also been uploaded. This is it right here. And the signed contract has been checked. Now let's check our Google Drive signed document to see if the signed document was also uploaded to our Google Drive. So this is our signed power of attorney. Let's check this. Can we see? The document was also uploaded in our signed document. Now let's check the signed document for the contingency fee agreement. Can we see? This is the document. Can we see? It has been uploaded. So that is that for this project.